What really happened after BTS's relaxing beach getaway in Los Angeles? Why did Jungkook's calm expression suddenly change to panic? And why is ARMY now piecing together every tiny detail from behind-the-scenes footage, interviews, and airport photos, trying to find out the truth? Could a simple vacation hide a secret that none of us saw coming? These are the questions dominating fan discussions across every social media platform right now. Millions of ARMY are shocked, worried, and deeply emotional after the latest revelation. Taehyung, the BTS member known for his warm smile and calming presence, reportedly had a fever after returning from the Los Angeles beach vacation with all the members. And what's even more heartbreaking and alarming was Jungkook's reaction when he found out. But what really happened that day? Why didn't anyone notice the signs earlier? How could something like this occur when BTS was in the US for such an important mission? The preparation of their latest album. Was it just fatigue from a busy schedule? Or is there something more serious behind Taehyung's sudden health struggle? Fans are demanding answers, and the truth, as it unfolds, is even more emotional than anyone expected. A beach vacation that looked perfect? Or was it? Just days ago, ARMY was treated to breathtaking photos and snippets of BTS enjoying a well-deserved break at a stunning Los Angeles beach. The members looked relaxed, carefree, and full of energy. The sound of waves crashing, laughter in the air, and 7 silhouettes walking along the shoreline painted a picture of pure serenity. Fans rejoiced, thinking their idols were finally getting some rest amid their demanding schedule. But now that perfect picture feels haunting. Why? Because behind those smiles and warm golden sunsets, there was something happening that no one noticed. Something that only came to light later. Something that left Jungkook's heart racing with fear and worry. Did Taehyung already feel unwell during that beach outing? Was there a moment when he quietly struggled, hiding his discomfort to keep the atmosphere light and joyful for his members? Did Jungkook miss the signs, only to blame himself later when the truth came out? These are the questions breaking ARMY's hearts as they piece together every frame from that day. The sudden shift. From joy to panic. Sources close to BTS have revealed that shortly after the beach trip, when the members returned to their accommodation to prepare for another busy day of rehearsals and recording, Taehyung began showing signs of fatigue. First, no one thought much of it. After all, BTS's schedule is notoriously demanding, and it's not unusual for the members to feel exhausted after a day outdoors. But what happened next changed everything. Taehyung reportedly excused himself from the group earlier than usual, something highly unusual for someone who always cherishes every moment with his members. Jungkook, ever the observant magne, noticed this instantly, and when he checked on Taehyung later, his world stopped for a second. Taehyung had a fever, not just a slight rise in temperature. He was visibly warm to the touch, his cheeks flushed, his eyes heavy with fatigue. Jungkook, known for his strong and composed nature, reportedly panicked in that moment. And it wasn't just a simple reaction of surprise, it was fear, deep and genuine fear that something was wrong with someone he deeply cares about. Why didn't Taehyung tell anyone earlier? This is the question that's now tormenting both fans and the members themselves. Why did Taehyung, who had all the love and support around him, choose to keep quiet until it got to this point? Was it because he didn't want to worry anyone? Was it because he thought it was just minor fatigue that would pass? Jungkook reportedly asked him the same thing, his voice trembling with emotion. "Why didn't you say something earlier?" he whispered, as if the guilt was already crushing him. Taehyung's response, according to sources, was heartbreaking. He smiled softly, even in that state, and said, "I didn't want to ruin the mood. Everyone was happy." Imagine hearing that. Imagine being Jungkook in that moment. Realizing the person you cherish most chose to silently endure discomfort, just to keep the group's happiness intact. It's enough to make anyone's heart ache. Clues that ARMY missed now. ARMY is going back to every video, every photo from that beach trip, looking for signs they might have missed. Was there a moment when Taehyung's smile didn't quite reach his eyes? Was he quieter than usual in the behind-the-scenes clips? Some fans swear they noticed him sitting more than standing, staying close to the shade instead of basking in the sun like the others. Could these have been early signs of his discomfort? The more fans analyze, the more they uncover tiny moments that now seem painfully obvious in hindsight. And the guilt is spreading, not just among the members, but among fans who feel they should have noticed sooner. Jungkook's emotional turmoil. Of all the members, Jungkook's reaction has drawn the most attention. Known for his strength both physically and emotionally, the Golden Magne rarely shows fear. But this time was different. According to someone close to the group, Jungkook was visibly shaken when he realized Taehyung's condition. He reportedly stayed by his side, helping him cool down, bringing water, even calling for medical advice to make sure nothing more serious was happening. Jungkook didn't leave his side, the source said. He was so worried, he kept saying, "I should have noticed earlier." He blamed himself even though it wasn't his fault. Those words, blaming himself, have pierced ARMY's hearts. Because if there's one thing we know about Jungkook, it's that he loves his members fiercely. And the thought of losing one, even for a moment, is unbearable to him. What happens now? This incident has raised a wave of concern across the fandom. Is Taehyung okay now? Will this affect BTS's album preparations? Are the members taking extra precautions to ensure everyone stays healthy? Big Hit has yet to release an official statement addressing this specific situation, which has only fueled speculation and worry. Some fans believe the fever was simply a result of fatigue and exposure to the sun. Others, however, fear it might be a sign of something deeper, perhaps an underlying illness that Taehyung hasn't spoken about publicly. Whatever the case, the love and support pouring in from ARMY is overwhelming. Hashtags like #GetWellSoonTaehyung and #StayStrongJungkook are trending worldwide, with millions of fans sending messages of encouragement. The emotional bond that shook everyone this entire episode has reminded everyone, fans and members alike, of the deep bond BTS shares. Jungkook's panic wasn't just about a fever. It was about love, loyalty, and the fear of losing someone irreplaceable. And Taehyung's decision to hide his discomfort wasn't about pride. It was about selflessness, about protecting the joy of those around him, even at the cost of his own well-being. In the end, this isn't just a story about a fever. It's a story about friendship, sacrifice, and the emotional weight of being human, even when you're a global superstar. The news has stunned ARMY across the globe. Behind the glowing Instagram stories and the seemingly carefree smiles at the Los Angeles beach, a hidden truth emerged, one that sent Jungkook into panic mode. Reports now confirm that Taehyung, the beloved BTS member adored for his vibrant personality and warm smile, was secretly battling a fever after their short beach getaway. Yes, you read that right. While millions admired his vacation photos, no one knew the pain behind those candid moments. The revelation came as a shock, not just to fans but to Jungkook himself, who sources say reacted in sheer disbelief. One insider who witnessed the scene described it as a moment that silenced the entire room. Jungkook's eyes widened, his face drained of color, and he immediately dropped everything to check on Taehyung. But what caused this fever? Was it the hectic schedule, the sudden temperature changes, or something more alarming? How long had Taehyung been hiding this from the group? Why didn't he speak up earlier? Especially when the BTS members have always been open about their well-being. These questions linger as new details continue to unfold, revealing a story of quiet suffering, brotherhood, and unwavering care. The day everything changed. From laughter to worry, it all started after BTS wrapped a long week of recording sessions for their upcoming album in Los Angeles. The boys, exhausted from countless hours in the studio, decided to take a short break, a well-deserved escape to the California coast. Pictures and videos of the members laughing, chasing waves, and enjoying the golden sunset quickly spread across social media, sending ARMY into a frenzy. "They looked so happy," one fan tweeted. "Finally some rest for our boys." But behind the lens, not everything was as perfect as it seemed. Several sources later revealed subtle signs that many had overlooked. In some clips, Taehyung appeared slightly quieter than usual, his movements a little slower. His usual playful energy was toned down, replaced by moments where he seemed to retreat into himself. At the time, most thought he was simply tired, a natural result of their intense schedule.